How big is the new facility expansion?
The Visalia, California expansion, we started in January of 2009 and we completed it in October of last year, 2009. It expanded the facility from 162,000 square feet to about 280,000 square feet, so roughly 120,000 square foot.
Okay. And when did that start producing materials?
We started, we maintain our production of the current requirements for the Butler brand, but we also started producing product for the other three brands, Varco Prudent Buildings, Liberty Buildings, and HCI Buildings, as early as March of 2009.
Okay.
The new product began production, and we phased that in product by product over time.
Okay. How will this new expansion affect the overall production of the facility and the company?
Well, for this facility, we're essentially doubling the capacity of the Visalia plant. This is going to become one of the big three plants for our company. Out of our 10, we have 3 regional large manufacturing facilities, one in Pennsylvania, one in Missouri, and this one in California. So it's going to produce roughly 15% of our total demand.
Wow. The company as a whole has a multi-brand approach, and this facility, I understand, is the first to really be a one-stop shop for multiple brands.
Right.
What brands or what products are produced at this facility?
Okay. This is a BlueScope building manufacturing site, and with the acquisition of the IMSA businesses in February 2008, we wanted to produce multi-brands in our factories. So essentially we're producing pre-engineered building systems here for the Varco Prudent Buildings, Butler Buildings, Liberty Buildings, and HCI Steel Buildings.
Okay, okay. Let me just check this and make sure everything's on. Okay, looks good. All right. BlueScope in general has a major emphasis on safety. Talk about that and how that works in your everyday operations at this Visalia plant.
Well, safety is the foundation of what we do. It's job one, and all discussions, all communications start with the safety contact. We believe that we can operate in a zero harm environment. We follow the BlueScope model for safety, and that's largely modeled after the DuPont safety program, meaning that all safety accidents can be prevented. It's based on behaviors, and that drives every interaction with our employees, every process in the plant.
Okay, okay. And obviously the employees are of great value here. And explain the training process, or how their additional training is added every so often, and the cross-training of employees.
Sure. We need very flexible employees. Our business model follows a construction schedule, and it's very seasonal and it's cyclical. So to be very cost effective with that, we have to be flexible with where we place our workers. Typically we ask for every worker to be able to do at least 4 jobs. So that requires quite a bit of cross-training and actual training on how to safely operate our equipment to produce a zero defect product. So early on in this endeavor of launching vision in our engineering system and multi-brands here at this facility, we understood that it placed a higher level of importance on safety, and we had to safely produce the product, and we had to produce it with high levels of quality. So training became part of the program here when we expanded this facility.
Sure.
Every employee is undergoing about 8 hours of training on what the product is, how to produce that product. Some specialized people, such as our hand welders, who went through about 24 hours of training.
Wow.
Just specifically on correctly reading our fabrication drawings. That's in addition to being fully certified in American Weld Society and Canadian Weld Bureau as well. We produce both buildings here in the U.S. and for the Canadian market.
Okay, okay. And walking through the plants, obviously there's a minimum staff. There's a small amount of workers compared to the amount of steel being run through each building.
Mhm.
What role does automation play in BlueScope's grand plan?
Well, we're in a very competitive environment, and when we started this process of integrating the multi-brands, we wanted to look at what are the best practices amongst all 4 brands and how do they produce product, and what's the most efficient way to safely, with high quality, produce our products. And we look to automation with that. So in the frame process, for example, we're batching several orders together. We're taking data directly out of our vision engineering system, passing those right through production control into the work centers in the factory, so the operators can focus on making quality products and not passing data throughout there. So in addition to that, for a quality standpoint, it's a safer process as well. It's highly automated. There's automated material handling, as we've seen in the tour today.